So you have an issue with the Jets, who haven't won anything since Moby Dick was a guppy, that the idea that they would give a future Hall of Fame quarterback any say on anything that's going on.
I don't need your
I'm just telling you.
Your qualifiers.
This is what you're saying because I'm trying to make sense out of it.
What I'm saying is, and I've been saying, is that this has been ever since Aaron Rodgers has come. It went from a team that wasn't good, we all knew that, who actually probably overachieved, being 7-9 a couple seasons ago with Zach Wilson and all that, and ended up winning some more games last season, more than you thought. Listen, Robert Saleh is not a guy that you're going to write home and be like, hey, this guy's have to be a head coach for a decade. But there was some stability on the defensive side. They weren't as great as they had been, but they're still solid, still keeping them in games. But once Aaron Rodgers came, and I get it, listen, I'm not even mad at it. You have a chance to bring in Aaron Rodgers to a team that had a great defense at the time of the signing. Makes sense. But all that has come with it, and this is what happens when you go and you put all your eggs in this one basket. He wants to do everything his way, bringing my guys, bringing my offensive coordinator, bringing this. He wants zero accountability. He wants
Who said he wants zero accountability?
Every week is a thing.
Did you listen to him when he said about the 3 interceptions?
He threw the 3 interceptions, but every week it's a thing.
He said it.
Now all of a sudden you have to admit
everything
has begun to unravel where it's every week is dramatic.
They're 2-3.
And there are other 2 and 3 teams that are less dramatic. Every day is something.
But the
offensive line, the cadence. We're talking about Garrett Wilson doing this. Aaron Rodgers didn't like that. Nathaniel Hackett, he's got his the towel over his head. Me and Saleh are good. We don't have to necessarily. I think it's too early for hugs. Like every week is a thing, and it's tiring, it's exhausting, and he ain't playing not good enough to warrant that. It's not like he's Lamar Jackson bringing a bunch of drama. You're like, well, shoot, you know what? You can drama all you want. You can be a telenovela. You can be a soap opera. You can bring all the drama because boy is balling out here. That's not the case. And so the Robert Saleh firing was inevitable because everything is not looking, it's falling, it's not great, there's chaos. Somebody got to go, and their whole entire identity right now is Aaron Rodgers, so he's not going anywhere. So obviously Robert Saleh had to be the fall guy. And again, I'm not saying he's Bill Belichick, Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin, whoever you want to throw in there, but I'm saying this is what they've now created with Aaron Rodgers, and they got to ride this thing out, and come another 2 months, they better hope it worked. Because if it continues to be chaos and his fault, this offense is bottom of the NFL right now. What do you do next? What do you do next season?
What do you mean? You're not worried about next season. And number one, here's where we part company, is that Aaron Rodgers should get some credit and credibility in coming in as a guy who has won a Super Bowl, who has won a Super Bowl MVP. You could sit here and go, well, he didn't win 2 or whatever it is. Dan Marino didn't win a Super Bowl, okay? There's a lot of great quarterbacks that never won a Super Bowl. He did win a Super Bowl. He did win a Super Bowl MVP, and he won 4 MVPs in this league. It ain't like everybody has 4 MVPs.
Okay.
So if a guy's going to come in to a moribund franchise that hasn't won jack since 1969, I am going to listen to that guy more so than a head coach who can't get it right and hasn't been able to get it right and will probably never, ever, ever get another head coaching job. So, yes, it's a bumpy start.
They better hope it works is all I'm saying.
No, but you say they better. They haven't won anything. If it doesn't work, it will be that it was on the Jets.
Wait, so now I got to be content with the fact that I never win, just be happy I never win again? When I gave you the keys to the kingdom, I gave you the key. What great example.
He didn't bring in his own head coach. Robert Saleh was already here.
Peyton Manning had almost the exact same thing as you just said. Super Bowl, title, bunch of MVPs. Same kind of guy. I think he's had a better career than Aaron Rodgers, but I absolutely get same thing. He goes to Denver. They ball out the first year, ball the heck out, make it all the way to the Super Bowl, right? Then the next year they go back, or whatever it was. The next year they go to Super Bowl, and obviously
they didn't go to Super Bowl the first year with him. They went. He went to 3. What he went to
2 Super Bowls with the Broncos.
No, he went with.
He went to 2 Super Bowls. Rob G, didn't Peyton Manning go to 2 Super Bowls with the Broncos?
No, he went with.
Thank you, 2. He got smacked up the first time by the Legion of Boom. Seattle Legion of Boom, and then he beat Carolina.
But I thought so. He went to 4 Super Bowls. Didn't he go?
Yes.
With the okay. So I thought he went with 2 with the Colts and 1 with.
By the way, notice a trend. That great goes a bunch of Super Bowls. Your boy Just can't seem to get back. That's all I'm just saying.
But the difference is, go look at his numbers in the Super Bowl when he had.
Oh no, he was whack. I agree.
Okay, and he got benched that year.
One thing I'm gonna do is be a realist.
He ain't win that Super Bowl.
You ain't never gonna hear me never not be a realist.
He was an add-on in that Super Bowl.
100%. I'm not gonna act like he was out there looking like Steve Young or Joe Montana in the Super Bowl. But I'm just simply saying the brother kept getting there. And I need Aaron Rodgers. It doesn't make sense. Too talented to not get back. And everybody, including the Jets, was saying, man, with this team, this defense, these weapons, he gets here, this should work. Now, to be fair, because a brother always tries to be fair, give him some time. Maybe this thing can work out. But I just find it crazy that all this chaos, every week is something else. Every week is the cadence. No, the cadence is fine. Oh, Garrett Wilson, no. Garrett Wilson saying, what's wrong with the offense? It's worse now than it was my first couple of seasons in the league. And it's everything else. It's everybody else except who is there trying to dominate this thing. So that's what all I'm saying is, you have made your bed. Aaron Rodgers is laying all up in it, and it better work out.
But it doesn't make – when you say it better work out, what is the alternative? They don't have an alternative.
Hold
on. Let me get my point in. This isn't a franchise that has done anything right for 40 years. So if it doesn't work out, this will be the Jets as who they are, because they brought Brett Favre in and it didn't work with Brett Favre. What do you have to say about Brett Favre?
It was better than this.
He went there. They were 8-3. No, and then they lost the rest of the year and didn't even make the playoffs. They started 8-3 and didn't make the playoffs.
You notice a common trend?
Okay?
You notice a common trend? Stop bringing in 40-something-year-olds.
No, but my point.
Stop bringing in 40-something-year-olds. That's exactly what. So you say, what can they do? You don't draft Zach Wilson.
No.
Nobody was screaming for Zach Wilson.
But that's
you
my
find
point.
the right guy.
It's the Jets.
So I'm saying they better find a way to make a change. And I'm not even mad. Again, keep in mind, what I'm saying is, in life, all of us have done this, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a sports team. You've made your bed. You're all in with this, and that's why I'm saying it's better work, because now it's just another year behind the 8 ball, another year where you let people go, another year where your star receiver ain't happy, another year where the defense.
What are you talking about? The star receiver was happy last year when Zach Wilson was the starting quarterback?
No, Garrett Wilson. He said the offense is worse. That's scary. If you're telling me my offensive routes.
They won 7 games last year.
And Garrett Wilson literally said that his offensive routes and the things that he's doing is worse than with Zach Wilson.
But he was happy last year that they won 7 games.
I'm saying it's worse than it was. They won games.
Come on, man.
You better get to 7 this year.
Please.
You better get to 7.
I think we're going to hold this tape, because when they win the division, we'll revisit this. And then you'll look and say, what was I talking about? Well, how was I defending Robert Saleh?
We can put some wings on it right now. You want to put some? The Buffalo Bills are winning the division.
You said they won't win 7 games?
No, you heard me. The Buffalo Bills will win the division.
We can bet wings on it. The division is up for grabs.
It's true.
That is true. And they have a chance. Buffalo's not the team. We just saw that.
I don't disagree there.
Buffalo's not the same team. Everybody thought when they started.
Put the wings where your mouth is.
I said it's a bet.
Y'all clock it. Buffalo Bills will win the division.
Real quick, before you guys stamp it, Rob, I'm going to give you one chance to back out of it.
I'm not backing out of it.
Since 1970.
And I don't want Ralph's wings.
Since 1970, how many teams that fired their coach midseason went on to make the playoffs that year?
5.
0.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
This is not mid-season. This is 5 games in, and they're 1 game out of the division.
It's the quarter pole.
Okay. So now this.
By the way, he said 1970. That's a long time, Rob.
But that's another. Usually, when they fire coaches, they're 0-5 or what. This is not that. And
you don't think since 1970 they've had coaches who've been 2-3?
No. Not when the team ahead of you. Okay, we just talked about it. The team ahead of you is 1 game ahead. Miami has no quarterback.
Miami's out of it. Agreed.
If they win, this is how quickly. They win Monday, they were in first place.
You know they got to keep winning, right?
No.
They ain't got to just win Monday. They got to keep winning.
How many coaches of those who got fired, since 1970, who got fired, went to first place after winning their first game? How many? 0. And that's what I'm saying, that it's set up that you can turn this around, because the degree of difficulty isn't like 0-5.
You know what I feel like right now? I feel like I'm your phone.
If they were 0-5, Rob G., then I would agree with that.
Well, of course you would. 0-5. And this is what makes it better, because you actually feel like there's a chance. This is full-on Shekel City moment right now.
I'll bet you 3.
This is how I feel like your phone right now.
20.
Like you're typing in your phone.
30 to 20.
Do me and Alex get any of these wings?
You want to get in? Get
No,
in.
I'm not betting with
No,
you.
you
I'm
get-
just saying.
yeah, guys, I'm
if
sharing.
you guys are getting 30 wings,
Of course I'm sharing 30
I don't want to
wings.
see Rob like, no, all 30 are for me.
Hey, and my wings are not coming from Ralph's, y'all. Now, I might buy you Ralph's 20 rings because you're okay
Hey,
with that.
I'm all right. Ralph is all right with me.
Shout out to Ralph's for my groceries, not my wings for me to be eating in the moment. Matter of fact, let alone your ribs. But,
All right.
yeah, so I like a little Louisiana rub, couple lemon peppers,
Can you give
and
him?
some mild.
Can you clue him in when Chris Broussard went to try on the Jordans when we had our Nationals Dodgers bet? Chris Broussard had the nerve. The Dodgers were up 2-0. He went to Foot Locker to try on the Jordans that he wanted.
Okay.
You know the Nationals came
Yes,
back and
of
won
course.
that series.
And you
right?
pick that's
Now
that's
what-
a bold pick. That's much bolder than
That was
than this
a bold
one. I'll
pick.
give you that one more than this one.
and he went to try his Jordans or had the nerve to go to the store and let me know
That's
that he
pretty
went
funny.
and tried them on.
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
probably sick about that right now.
Yeah,
Matter of
he's-
fact, Elijah clipped that so we can just remind him right now. He
Hey,
might
You
be
want to
mad.
drop to your knees.
That's right. Yes, no doubt about it. All right, no doubt.